what's the hypothetical versus actual or incurred costs? What do you mean by that?
I think it's kind of feeding into kind of the misconceptions about Xactimate, and that's that Xactimate is hypothetical. It's a median price point, at least has the goal of hitting a median price point. And obviously with hypotheticals, that's great because it's gathering all this information. It's providing great calculations for actual cash value, depreciation. You have published price lists that come with expected life expectancy. I mean, if you're expected to do that outside the program, good luck. That's very difficult to do with how many claims are out there that are actively being worked. And I think hypotheticals, that's great for setting an initial amount or calculation for claims. But I think people forget that they're hypotheticals. As soon as you have an actual verified or incurred cost, it really supersedes hypotheticals. It invalidates those, And again, Xactimate talks about how a user should verify costs. They're telling you verify the actual or incurred costs and that the program is actually meeting those costs. And if not, you have the ability to change those. I think a lot of people view hypotheticals as really trumping actually incurred costs. And again, it goes both ways. I think hypotheticals can be over market value, but they can also be under market value. So the change could really go both ways. I think if a user is using Xactimate, for instance, off hypotheticals, and they're like, this estimate is hitting a median price point. Something that they might not understand is that, yes, each individual line item absolutely is. That's the intention of it. But your estimate as a whole, in order to hit a median price point, it really depends on including all the line items that you're supposed to include for. And if you're not, each line item might be median price, but the estimate as a whole is far below median price at that point. So I see a big issue where people misuse Xactimate and they try to invalidate the rest of the market range. So let's say in a perfect world, you're using Xactimate perfectly and you're right in the middle of the market range. If you're misusing it, you're going further down or maybe even up. But let's say you're going down. I think if you're now at the lower 10, 20% of that market range and you're using that to invalidate the actual market range, that's a problem. And it's really a misperception that individual has and their competency with the program.